Hello and welcome to Meta-Analysis Accelerator. In this video, I'm going to show you the new features of this tool and how to use it effectively. So let's get started. As we see, this is the home page of the tool, and if you want to look for a conversion, you will just click on conversions. Okay, so here is a list with all the conversions, and you want quickly to access to a conversion. So here, for example, if I want to convert the median and interquartile range to mean and standard deviation, here I will just write interquartile, and here it will suggest all the possible conversions that include this word. For example, if I want to convert confidence interval, and I wrote confidence interval, here all the conversions that have the confidence interval. So here, from the confidence interval to standard deviation in one group, or confidence interval to standard deviation in two groups. So let's get back to our example, interquartile median and interquartile range to mean and standard deviation. So I'm going to click on this, and it will directly open this conversion. So here is the conversion. This is the title, median and interquartile range to mean and standard deviation, and here is the description of this conversion. Now let's get back to this later, but now I want to explain this point. First, when you hover here, you will find this message. If you want to convert or calculate data from more than one study at the same time, enter the data for study 1, study 2, study 3, etc. respectively across all cells using the same order. I want to explain this. Okay, so first I want to convert the data for one study. If I have a study that the median is like 5, Q1 is 2, and Q3 is 8, and the sample size of the group is 25. Here then in numbers or inputs, I will click on calculate, and here we will find the study ID, the median 5, okay, the Q1 2, Q3 8, the sample size 25, and here the results. Mean 5 is the 4.72. okay, so this was the first example. What if I want to convert more than one study at the same time, because this will be time efficient instead of converting each study separately, and you will get distracted when you're doing your data extraction process. So here, if it's another study, the median is 4, the Q1 is 2, Q3 is 5, and the sample size is 30. Okay, so click on calculate. Here I have the study ID, the median, Q1, Q3, sample size, and he mapped this with this okay, so 4, 2, 5, 30, 4, 2, 5, 30, and 5, 2, 8, 25. And here the results for the study 1 and the study 2. And here the description of the variables definitions, okay, and I can export these data to Excel. I can convert more than 3 studies, more than 5 studies, whatever the number. You can convert unlimited number of studies. So let's try, for example, 8, 5, 10, and 35. Calculate. Here I have 3 studies, and so on. Okay, before I can export these data to Excel, there is a tricky point that you can do it here, you can change the study ID. For example, if the study if this data comes from Abbas et al 2025, the second one like comes from Chan et al 2025, and the third one comes from like Kim et al 2025. So I changed the study ID before exporting the data. When I click on export, now I can navigate to the inputs and the results. Here I have the study ID, the inputs, and the results, mean and standard deviation. So this was the first scenario on how to use Meta-Analysis Accelerator. Of course, you can click here on clear to remove all these data. Okay, so this was the first example. Let's go to the second example, or the second situation, that you can upload a CSV file and it will be converted automatically. For example, here I have the template. I will download the template, and it is the template here. These are just examples. So for example, if the study ID is Abbas et al 2025, the second one is Hassan et al 2025, and the third one is Kim et al 2025. So I have here the study ID, the median, Q1, Q3, and sample size. It's truly important to keep the headings of these columns the same like the template. Please don't change it, because we use these names to identify the columns. Okay, so you can change these numbers, you can change these, and these, but keep these points or these names like it is. Okay, so I'm going to click Command S or Control S to save this data, and I will go back to the website to upload this data. Let's go to downloads, for example, and here is the template. I uploaded it. Here it appears that it's uploaded successfully, and you will find its name here. And let's navigate below. Here are the converted data. He pulled the data from the sheet and converted it automatically. So here are the study IDs that we entered, the inputs and the outputs, and you can export it to Excel. So here we have the sheet converted. Okay, so this was the second situation. This is truly important for those who deal with large number of studies, because you can convert here like 20-25 studies at the same time without entering them manually. Okay, so this will save tons of time that have been used in converting the data during the data extraction phase. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Okay, and here, as we said, the variables definitions, and for more details about these variables and used formulas, read the full article. What are the articles? The articles is a new feature that explain each conversion. Let's go to articles, and I will just choose interquartile range. Here I find the article median and interquartile range to mean and SD. I will click on it. Here this article explain what is the median, what the IQR, the limitations, the mean and standard deviation, and why it's important to convert the data to standard deviation or SD, the variables definitions, the conversion formula that we used, okay, estimating the mean, estimating the standard deviation using the one et al method, and the formula reference that we depended on. When you click on it, it will convert you to the, it will direct you to the reference. Okay, so all the conversions have articles. Okay, here you have here you have a large number of articles that you can read to understand the variables, to understand the formulas that we relied on. Okay, what if you searched for a conversion and you did not find it? What should you do? Here you can go to request conversion. Just enter your name, for example, and your email. What do you want to convert? For example, if I want to convert the confidence intervals, I will click confidence intervals to standard deviation, and if I have a link for the formula, I will provide it here. If I don't have a link for the formula, I will just keep it empty and click on send it, and we will receive this conversion. Your conversion request has been sent successfully, and we will work hardly to add this conversion as soon as possible. Okay, you can contact us for feedback, for any enhancements or points you want to improve in the tool, and you can for sure you can create an account to join our community, and we are happy to have you in our tool, Meta-Analysis Accelerator. This was Abdullah Abbas, the founder of this website. I hope you find it helpful, guys, and thank you.